Hello, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. It's your boy Jim Graphics. So into this video, guys, I'll be teaching you guys how to design a music album cover in coreldraw. This design was actually approved by my clients, and I tried to make this tutorial for you guys to see and learn the step-by-step process which I took to design the cover. Alright, guys, so what I have here is the cover which I designed. I actually gave them several concepts, but we end up choosing these two. This is the main cover, and they're actually using this one, but we kind of settled with this. So this is the one I'm going to use for this tutorial. So coming over here is the pictures which I'm going to use for this tutorial. So I've actually removed the background in Photoshop, so I'm not going to repeat that in this tutorial. I'm not going to show you guys how I removed the background, though I removed it in Photoshop. And in case you don't know how to do that, you can drop me a comment in the comment section below and give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna reply you. I'll be glad to do so. So coming over here is the backgrounds which I downloaded in Google. So basically these are the several backgrounds I used for this tutorial. Alright, guys, I'm going to open my coreldraw, which is this, and under the units, of course, it's going to be in inches, and the dimension will be 5 by 5. Then change it by 5 by 5, then click enter. This is the result you're going to get, and this is, of course, is the size for social media posters, and it's also 5 by 5 is also the size for album cover. Import the pictures, right click and select import, and go to where your files are saved, and open the folder and import. Alright, guys, the second thing I'm going to do now is import my background. Right click and select the folder where the background is. So the next thing I'm going to do now is select my rectangle tool, double click on it, and automatically it's going to appear here. So drop the tool by using your pick tool. So the next thing I'm going to do is put in my background inside the rectangle. So right click on it, select power clip, then power clip it inside the rectangle. Select your control and double click here. Then you can as well resize it. So the next thing I'm going to do is bring in my second background, right click on it and power clip inside and resize it. So the next thing we're going to do is blur this background. Select the background and go to bitmap, locate blur and select Gaussian blur, which is this. Select it, then you can as well increase it, play around it, and according to your tastes. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to leave it at 5.0. Click enter. The next thing I'm going to do is place the artist right click and power clip inside the background. So what I'm going to do now is adjust. As you can see guys, this is not actually fitted in this. The next thing you're going to do is use your transparent tool to get a perfect, to blend it with the background. Select transparent tool, then click and drag. You can click on this to reduce the opacity. I think this is fine. Then close it and bring in the second artist, then the third one. So we're going to do the same thing here by fading the picture, blending it into the background. So the next thing I'm going to do is select my transparency to click and drag this way. Now guys, we don't have this is actually affecting the second image. So what I'm going to do is bitmap it, convert it to bitmap. So because it's picture, we're going to use RGB color 300 resolution. Click OK, then click and drag here to blend this place aside into the background. So applicable to this one, we're going to do the same thing to this picture. And bring this closer. Alright, the next thing you're going to do is right click on it, power clip, and power clip it inside background. I'm going to increase this a bit, bring it down, and bring this one down. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm going to do is add a little bit gradient to this background to make it look a little bit dark. So the next thing I'm going to do is select my rectangle to double click on it, and I'm going to use my eyedropper tool to pick a color in this background this way. Select your eyedropper tool, and the color I'm going to pick is this color. Drop it here. So the next thing you're going to do now is use the transparency tool, select and drag at the middle, and while dragging, hold your control to give you a straight and a perfect this way. So in your property bar, locate the elliptical fountain transparency, select it and adjust using your, and click on your shift at your keyboard and drag up. So it's going to expose some little parts and fade in or fade out some parts. Okay guys, this is the result we're going to get after doing this. So I actually use um, this background to get a light flay. It's what we call light flay. So to get this, bring in this background here, select your transparency. At your property bar, locate Mage Mode and select Screen. This is what you're going to get, guys. Okay, reduce the opacity here to, let's say, 75%. Okay guys, so the next thing we are going to add now is the text. So select your text tool and click and type. Change the color to white, and the font I'm going to use here is Futura. Reduce the size, select your shape tool and click this to expand the text. I know you guys already see this in most album covers. The text will be like kind of long and have spaces and breathing space in between. So this is how to do it. Select your shape tool and drag this way. Okay, so the title of this song is A Prayer. So the next thing I'm going to do is type in the title, A Prayer. The font I'm going to use now is called Vanguard. Vanguard font family. So okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to do is apply a 3D effect on this text. So to do this, go to your tools bar and select extrude tool. Click and drag. Hold your control on your keyboard and drag this way. I'm going to color this so we can see it very well. I'm going to adjust this. So the next thing we're going to do now is apply our color. See you in the next step. What we're going to do now is apply color to this 3D, to the title of the song. Right click, select break through group apart. So once you do this, it will automatically break everything apart. As you can see guys, everything now is one on its own. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to power clip this background inside this title this way. Right click, select power clip, this arrow will pop up, then place it inside the text and click. So it will automatically take the background inside the text. So the next thing we're going to do, as you can see guys, is not aligned with the text. Right click on it, go to edit power clip, select and readjust it to fit the frame. Okay guys, the next thing we're going to do now is color this 3D. So ungroup the 3D on your property bar. Automatically everything will be 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay guys, so I need to do this. So I'm going to select this. So normally I'm going to color this one after the other. So it's going to take a little while. So let me just color this. In case you don't understand how I um, come about this 3D, you can check out my previous videos. I've made a video about how to create a 3D in coreldraw. I'm going to put the link somewhere up here so you can check it out, and I'll put a link in the description below also. So select your interactive fill tool. Select your eyedropper tool. So I'm going to pick a color inside this text, inside the text from the background here. Alright guys, so this is the final. Thank you for your patience, and the next thing we're going to do now is add a stroke to the text, a little stroke, something like this. Then increase the stroke. You can press Shift F12 on your keyboard and this stroke will come out, the box will come out. So increase the weight, let's say by 2. Select this behind fill, select this and click OK. I think it's too much to say by 1, still too much. 1.0 is fine. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to do now is apply a flare effect just to make this text a little bit shiny. So the next thing I'm going to do is import a flare which I've downloaded before, which I mostly use for my designs. I'm going to apply this flare light inside this text. So what I'm going to do is right click on it, power clip, inside. So the next thing I'm going to do is select and edit power clip, adjust it to suit what you're doing to frame. Okay guys, the next thing I'm going to do now is select my transparency tool and your property bar, go to image mode and select screen. So it's going to brighten the flare a little bit to get a perfect light flare. So this is the result of what we have. So the next thing I'm going to do now is apply an emboss to this text. Select it and go to bitmap it to convert it to bitmap, and go back to bitmap, select 3D effects, go to emboss, and it's gonna give you something like this white. All you need to do is go to original, your emboss color side, go to original, and this is what you're going to get. So adjust it to whatever. You can see it's changing, so you can adjust it to suit your need. So I think I'm okay with this. I'm going to click OK. So guys, this is what we have now. So the next thing I'm going to add now is a shadow to this text. Go to your toolbar and select drop shadow, then click and drag, adjust it. So I'm going to change the color darker, just adjust it. The next thing I'm going to do is break the shadow apart with the text. Select, right click on it and click on break shadow group apart. So automatically it's going to break everything apart, leaving you with the option of manipulating any of them. So what I'm going to do is um, drag this shadow down a bit. Now the next thing I'm going to do is add the names of the artists. So already guys, I've already typed this down for the sake of this tutorial. I don't want this tutorial to be that long, so I'm going to just select it and bring it inside. And this is the handle of the artist, this is the producer's name, and of course this is my trademark. I always have that in all my jobs. So guys, this is part of the title. So I'm going to bring this down and reduce these guys here. I'm going to bring this up a bit. Okay guys, so the next thing we're going to do is put in their names, which is this. Okay guys, so what I want to do now is make the name stand out, you know, so that we'll have a little focus, not just leaving it the way it is. So what I'm going to add now is I'm going to just add this shape here and give it a white stroke. Then the next thing I'm going to do is increase the stroke, maybe to 1.0. And the next thing is, I actually want this to have I want it to be just a box. I want it to have a curve shape. The next thing you're going to do is select it and go to your shape tool and click on any of the node and drag. So automatically give you a round shape, which actually is going to make the name stand out. So guys, the next thing I'm going to add now is the social media handle of the artist. So I'm going to place this one here, bring it up, bring it down a little bit, and then the name of the producer over here, then my name here, my logo, and bring it down a bit. Okay guys, so finally this is how the project all went through, and this is how to design a music album cover in coreldraw. Thank you guys for watching this awesome video, and if you have any question concerning this tutorial, if you're confused in any way or the other, you can drop me a comment in the comment section below. If you love this video guys, give it a thumbs up, a heavy thumbs up, not just a thumbs up, a heavy thumbs up, and share this video with your friends, your family, your brother, your sister, and anybody. So guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.